I've got two rants this week. My first is about that family-friendly cereal that I must admit I haven't bought for about 20 years. My wife hasn't bought it for me for about 20 years. We've only been married 21. So maybe she bought it for the first year. I can't remember. Anyway, that family-friendly cereal that we all had as kids. I've had some more recently, and I've got a bit of a rant about them. So who is it? Yes, it's cornflakes. Wow, cornflakes. Now, what is the problem with cornflakes? I'll tell you. The reason it's only 3/4 of a box that we had to cut the top bit off. It wouldn't fit in the cupboard. So I've had these now for a couple of days, and this is the issue. Let me open this up and delve inside and get out a couple of cornflakes. Now I don't know if you can see that. Let me stand up. Can you see these? Now they look the same as normal, look. But they haven't got the same thickness. Let me come out of there a bit. They're really, really thin. They used to be much thicker than this, and they used to give a nicer crunch. They're so thin. And the trouble is they are actually quite nice when you eat them without, you know. But the trouble is when you actually, these are just little bits. Let me come out of it. These are just little bits. So I'm just going to eat these. I'm looking for a bigger bit, really. Look, here we go. Here we go. Look, I found a bigger one here. But can you see how thin that is? They used to be much thicker than that. Much thicker. And the trouble is, I've got a bowl here. This isn't what I would normally have my breakfast in, my cereal in, but I've put it in here on purpose. So when you put that in there, like so, let me whiz you down here a minute. Tell you what, we'll pop you on here. When you put, because they're so thin, I'll put a few in actually. When they're so thin like this, and you add a drop of the old milk, they get soggy immediately. Well, maybe not immediately, but they've lost everything I remember from when I was a kid. They were definitely much thicker than that. I must admit, the flavour's almost the same. It's not quite the same, but it is almost the same. But cornflakes, who makes cornflakes? Kellogg's, isn't it? Yeah, Kellogg's. Kellogg's, I think you've, stick your back up there. I think you've missed a trick here. You've changed, this is a big bag, I must admit. You've changed the thickness of your cornflakes in 20 years. It's a bit like Mars bars. Mars bars are half the size they used to be. I know I'm taller and all that rubbish, but your cornflakes are much thinner than they used to be. And I wouldn't say I'm disappointed. Yeah, I am. I'm disappointed, Kellogg's, that oh, that was a big one. I'm disappointed that they're not as I remember them. Would I buy another box? I've had, for cereal recently, I've had, I don't know, Shreddies. Shreddies aren't quite the same either. They've lost that malt taste. Do you know that malt taste? But that's not the rant. The Shreddies is... So I've been having Shreddies recently, and I was in the shop with my wife, and I saw these on the shelf, and I thought, I'm going to go for Kellogg's Cornflakes, because I remember them 20 years ago, and they were amazing. Kellogg's, because you've made them thinner, they're not quite as crispy, not quite as crunchy as I remember them. So I'm going to give you... They have still got this Swanee bloke, whatever it is, on the box. So Mr. and Mrs. Kellogg's, I'm going to say, Mr. and Mrs. Cornflakes, I'm going to say 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10. Not disappointed. I am disappointed, but not overly impressed. I have got another rant about another household product that we all use. That when I've been using it a long time, many years, but I've only just realised that it is the same make as I've used all my life. And that's Andrex. I'm going to tell you about Andrex, and I'm going to tell you why I'm not happy with Andrex in another video. All right, please like and subscribe for more of these offbeat rants about products. Catch you in another video.